You're listening to Girl Talk.
Y Más, a podcast created to empower women through all stages of life.
I'm Marisa.
And I'm Canela.
Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to follow us
on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Girl Talk Y Más.
Let's chat.
To episode 4. We are so excited to have Nadia with us. She's going to be our Letters to Nadia guru. So chime in your questions, comments about dating, and
yeah, no, we're so
to the
excited.
Show.
Yay!
Yes, I am so excited. I am so grateful. I hope that I bring some insight to some lives and we touch more empowering women.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
You're a perfect fit, and we're so excited. Just so you guys know, Nadia is going to be kind of a regular on every few episodes, and you're like Elisa said, you're more than welcome to send in your questions, but she's going to kind of give you an introduction of herself and who she is. She's just that gal that does everything. She travels, and she just does so much, and she's so fun, and we love her, and she's definitely going to be a good part of our Girl Talk. So
yes.
So go
and
ahead.
I actually got the opportunity to meet her before the podcast, which is so
cool
exciting
how
that even happened.
That was so cool. Hey, it was so funny because when Elisa told me she was going to La Botanica here in San Antonio, I was like, La Botanica, I was like, something's going on there that somebody told me about. And I was like, Nadia's there. And then I'm telling, so it's funny because I had both of your, obviously I had both of your guys' contact information, but you guys have not connected yet. So I'm texting Elisa like, hey, Nadia's there. And then she's like, tell her I'm wearing a coral shirt. And then Nadia's like, which one is she? Tell her I'm wearing a off the shoulder white top. And I'm like, and the next thing I know, I get a picture of like my two girls together, and I'm like, look how cute y'all look. So that was so cute. So cute.
Yeah, well, it took a little while to finally meet up because I was hungry. My girlfriend was hungry. So she wanted to catch a burger at the place across the street. So that's why it took a little while to finally meet. But when I saw her and she gave me the description, I just walked straight up to her and I was like, hey, how's it going?
Yes, it was awesome.
Originally, I had gone there because I had made friends with DJ Despeinada on Instagram, and she hit me up and she was like, hey, you know what? I have this event tonight. I know it's super last minute. Would you be interested? And I said, a ver si me dan permiso, and then it ended up being that, I was able to go and my girlfriend was able to go with me, and it was just really awesome. Like, I think it was just inevitable. We're all bound to meet and to hang out.
Yes. So why don't you tell us like a little bit about yourself, like where you're from, and kind of like maybe like a little snippet of your life story.
Yeah, definitely. So I was born in Monterrey, Mexico. We came to the U.S. when I was 5 years old, and my mom decided, she had just gone through a divorce, and she was like, let me take my kids to the States where there's family there.
Mm-hmm.
So we ended up coming to San Antonio, and I didn't know one word of English. So sometimes if you're listening, you'll notice that maybe my connotation is a little wrong, or the words that I'm using are sometimes wrong because English is my second language.
Mm-hmm.
So bear with me on that.
We think it's beautiful.
Yeah, you have adorable voice and accent. We love it.
Yeah, thank you. And then so we've been here, and then I moved away for 3 years to Seattle, and I lived there for a little bit.
Cool.
And then I realized, oh man,
I'm familiar with that area.
Yes, I was a barista, which of all things, it's coffee central over there. So I was a barista, and I couldn't afford living there, so I decided to move back. And then I started college at UTSA at 24, and now I am 29, and a recent graduate of UTSA. I graduated last fall.
Yay! Congratulations!
Oh, yay! How exciting!
Yes, and now I do event planning here for a company called Outside the Box Events. So one of our major events is the Taste of Northside.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm not sure if y'all been part of that or if y'all have gone, but yeah, that's one of the events I help put on, and
very cool.
It's a lot of work, but yeah. And then I do date a lot. Unfortunately, I haven't found.
We call her the serial dater.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm okay. I mean, the reality is that you have to put yourself out there. There's a quote that I really adore, and it's like, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yes.
So if you're not
Wayne
out
Gretzky
there
said that.
dating,
Wayne Gretzky said
yeah.
that.
See, I didn't even know.
Mhm.
One of my dates told me that once, and I was
Yeah.
like, you're right. So
Very
yeah, that's the
cool.
way I take dating, and I try to give my best foot forward every time I do it. So
Yeah.
hopefully.
No, that's awesome because I think that's like, cuz that's so awesome that you're like that cuz I was not like that. And I'm, and now, obviously like I'm engaged to my fiance, but what's funny is I knew him 20 years ago, so he's kind of like somebody that I knew from before,
That's so
but
cool.
I know, isn't that crazy? Because I'm not like that. I don't like putting myself out there, and I never did. Like when I was younger growing up, I never put myself out there to kind of get noticed because I don't want attention. Like I'm not like that. So I'm like total opposite, as you guys can probably tell. But that's awesome
Yes.
that you're like that. That you are able to put yourself out there and you're using these dating apps.
Tell us about the dating apps you're using.
Oh my gosh. So the dating apps, I mean, it just depends what you're trying to go for. I mean, I think every dating app now has, it's like labeled, there's a category. So if you're on Tinder, you're only looking to hook up, versus Bumble,
Oh.
you're looking for more of a connection, and there's a lot more young professionals that are on this app. But of course, depending on, again, what you're looking for, more power to you if you can go ahead and meet someone and be like, we're doing this. We're gonna have a home run tonight. Going all
Mhm.
four bases, and more power to you. But I'm like very serious about dating, so I tend to kind of put it all out there. I'm like, this is what I want. Is this what you want? Maybe we can continue this, and if not,
And it's and,
great.
and
Kick
that's
rocks.
that's so cool
Yeah, kick
because
rocks.
I know that you said that some of your friends are like, "Oh, you're too forward, like you're telling too much." And you're like, no, that's how I have to be."
Yeah, yeah. I mean, some of them. It's funny because yesterday I went to dinner with my friends' parents, and they're like, "Pues los estás asustando," you know. And I'm like, well, then maybe they're just not the ones for me. And men are very not to shame them or anything, but they're like puppies. So
Mhm.
sometimes you just gotta, like, the less you pay attention to them, the more they come running.
Exactly.
Um, so it's just one of those things. But I even though I do put my stuff out there, I try to be as honest and as open and give it 100%, and hopefully, maybe the right one will stick around if they're meant to be. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
Hmm.
those dating apps are really cool. My best friend met her husband on Match.com, and they've been together for years now and have two kids. So I think that's
Hmm.
awesome. So
Yes,
we
yes,
want you guys to send your questions to Nadia. We want you to know,
yes.
whether it's relationship, friendships, family relationships.
Don't be embarrassed. Just
Yeah,
be honest because
Yes.
if
exactly.
we can help, then great.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
grow
absolutely.
for sure, like growing pains. Nadia, she's lived in different cities. She's come from a different country. I mean, she's had a lot of experiences. So if you have any questions that you're like, I wonder this, or I wonder what this is like,
Or like,
or
what's a cool meetup spot? I know you mentioned an app, like a getaway app or something, like if it's a bad date.
Yeah, so there is, so Chelsea Handler, which I admire her so much. She came up with, I believe it's called Gotta Go or something. I have to look it up, but I downloaded it in the past. And basically, let's say you create your own emergencies. So the app will text you saying, "Hey, I got a flat tire." You can respond back, and it'll have this continuous conversation so that you can walk out on your date if you absolutely need to.
Wow.
oh, cool. Oh my God, I know. I'm gonna look at information up and put it on our YouTube. We'll make sure we post it for you. But that is a cool app. I mean, I can't believe
Yes.
there's something like that out there. But you know what? It's probably so needed.
Yep, it is so needed. And I think the reality is that, you're meeting these people, and it is pretty shallow, I
Mhm.
mean, you're meeting them only because of what they appear to be like.
Yes.
And you like them, they look good on their photo. So you're like, okay, let's go ahead and move forward. So, it is a little shallow, but I think if you're in it for the right reasons and you ask the right questions, then the shallowness eventually just goes away.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, 'cause it's scary. It's a scary time right now, and you never know, who
Hmm.
who you're gonna meet or what people are really like. And I mean, you can talk to somebody on the phone and social media. You can find out so much and share so much, and it's not until you make that connection. I have another friend who's going through that same type of thing, and she's also going to come and share some of her experiences. But she's kind of going through the same thing, but doing it as a single mom. So she has like a different
Oh
perspective to it.
yes.
So for her, it's
Mhm.
even more like, I mean, you talk about like say what you want, what you want out of it. She has to think about her and her son. So it's the same thing. And she's like, I don't know how it's going to be until I meet these people. So I don't really put much, she doesn't put much into it until after she meets them.
After.
So
I
for her,
agree.
yeah, so for her, it's like kind of, she takes like a kind of a different route. But yeah, I mean, I think that's awesome that you are out there, looking and you're real about it, because
Yeah.
that's the best way to be.
And yeah, absolutely. I try to be, and like I said, and it's ultimate. And you're gonna know. Well, one of the things I was telling Elisa is that we have to, as women, we have to trust our gut.
Mhm.
You'll definitely sense when you're going out with this guy, total player. And I
Yeah.
had that happen just a little while ago. So it was one of those things where I was continually overthinking. Is this the right thing? Is this the right thing? Compared to someone new who
Mhm.
I'm not overthinking, who is texting me, who I can call, who I can FaceTime, and it's totally cool. So you'll definitely get those different spectrums and you'll understand,
Yeah.
hopefully.
We want to share, Elisa, share your happy information for this week. Your happy
Oh,
moment. Share your happy
okay.
moment.
You're happy.
Well, I'm extremely excited to announce that Canela Vintage has found a place to call home, a creative
Yay.
spot. Used to be an old shoe factory. So I will share that information on my Instagram as far as the details of my location and the suite number. But I will start August 1st, be taking appointments if anybody wants to come see my stuff in real time and see me behind the scenes of how I give Canela Vintage vida.
That is so cool because you guys
That's
can
so cool.
come and get try on some of the clothes there, and she can even,
Services
yeah.
that I'm providing is like, for example, let's say you have like 5 dresses and I've been tagged in posts on Facebook, on Instagram, like I need these dresses, I need a refresher. You're more than welcome to trade them in for some of the dresses that I have.
Mhm.
And so I'll be trading and selling, but I won't be buying. But if you have dresses that you kind of want just to refresh wardrobe, you're more than welcome to swing by, have some tea with me, and swap your dresses out. And then another service that I'll be offering, let's say, for example, you've like always wanted, a fur coat or a rabbit coat, genuine rabbit coat for whatever reason, an awesome pair of jeans. I can go looking for that your wish list item, and if I find it, I charge you just a service fee for my services. Yeah, so if there's something you've really been wanting and you want me to go looking for it, I'll go thrifting for you.
That's
That
so
is so
cool.
cool.
Yeah, I
So
love
yeah,
that.
and if I can't find it, then I'll put it on like my personal wish list. So when I'm out and about, I keep an eye out for my clients and their needs. So definitely, it's really important to feel good in your field. So it'll be definitely a place where females se pueden venir a deshogar and try on clothes and just have some girl talk and get a feminine empowerment going.
Yeah, we're excited to see
So
your new place, and
Yes, I'm
like
excited.
yeah, and we'll have more, like you said, we'll have more information on our Girl Talk Instagram and on Kalina Vintage, so you guys can go and visit Canela. So that's gonna be
yeah,
so
so
much
let's get
fun.
to know us. Let's do the questions.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, so we have this fun get to know us Q&A that we're gonna answer these questions, and they're just kind of like those little firecracker questions that people just kind of throw at you, and we just want you, like, I want all of us to kind of like answer them like whatever kind of comes to your mind first, like however you would like reflex answer this question type of thing.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So what are you guys currently listening to? Like, anything you're obsessed with, like listening, watching? What's your passion right now with that you can't stop watching, listening to certain something? Nadia.
So it's Khalid, Khalid, I believe that's how it's spelled. And he's this awesome singer from El Paso.
Ooh.
So he's very Texas, very cool. He's gonna be here in town on July 26th, so Wednesday, I believe.
Oh, how
Ooh,
hmm
neato.
cool.
That's
I
awesome.
have not heard of him. I'm
Yes.
gonna have to go and check him out. I have not heard it.
Oh my gosh. Yes, girl. Yes.
Well, it's
I'm just
funny
like.
because I saw in our I was like I almost died this morning when I saw your Facebook earlier and I saw Bye Polido. I was like, oh my god, I love Bobby. Bobby was like my everything girl growing up. You have no idea how many times I chased that tour bus down. For real, for real.
Girl, no, it's okay. I think I would do the same thing if
Yes.
I was like really obsessed with someone. No, I do. I agree.
Yeah, I know I have that little obsession with things like that. Like I've seen like probably I need to do a concert post on my blog, but I've seen over 75 artists in concert live.
Yes,
And
I can't even believe when she told me this, but then she sent me like the tickets
I
and
got
all
the
this
ticket stubs and the
memorabilia stuff that
pictures.
she's
I
had,
Yeah.
and I was like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, New Kids on the Block 18 times, hands down, and counting. Like that's been like
Oh
my
my
Crazy.
gosh.
that I
18
know, isn't that
times.
funny? But yeah, but Bobby Pulido was one of my go-to artists that every time he came to Texas when I lived here before, I went to see him, and I even hunted him down in Detroit when he did come to Detroit one time, and that bus was parked on the outside of like West Lafayette, which is like is this like busy street, and I waited outside that bus, and I got my picture with Bobby Pulido, and
Wow, you're gonna have to post
I'm
it.
gonna share. I'll share it on our.
Yes,
I'll share it on our YouTube. That's so funny.
definitely.
Okay, Elisa. So what are you listening to, watching? What's your obsession right now?
Okay, so right now my obsession is Mon Laferte. She's a vintage goddess. She's a singer-songwriter from Chile, and she's got this song called Amárrame featuring Juanes, and it's
Love
just
Juanes.
a super, super awesome song. Like I encourage you to go check it out. She's an amazing, amazing writer.
And you went to her concert when she was here.
Yes, and I did go to her
Yes.
concert, and I got to meet some of her bandmates. So I will definitely send that picture to the YouTube link so you guys can check that out.
That's
And I saw her
cool.
here in San Antonio, so it was a really sweet treat.
Yeah,
That
that's
is so
fun.
cool. I'm gonna listen. I'm so gonna listen.
I know
That's
she's
so
amazing.
cool.
You'll love her.
Yeah, she has good music. When Elisa, I did not know who she was until Elisa said, "Hey, I'm going to this concert," and I went and checked out, and I was like, "Oh my God, she is so cool, and she has such a cool style. Oh my God, she's
Yeah,
awesome."
she's like all vintage goddess. She's
Yeah,
amazing.
she's like vintage and tatted. Like she's awesome. She looks cool. So yeah, so for me, I'm let's see, music wise, I have like some I am more into like YouTube, I guess. I'm watching a lot of YouTube right now, a lot of my time.
hmm
So in that sense, I'm kind of like there's two YouTube channels that I'm seriously check all the time, and I always go back, and they're two of my favorite YouTubers. One of them is Desi Perkins. She's a Latina beauty blogger, um, type of gal, but she has an awesome channel. She has her own channel, and then she has a channel with her husband called The Perkins. And
Yes,
Nice.
yeah,
I love her.
isn't
I
she
just got
awesome?
introduced to her. Yes, I mean she's like wife goals. Okay,
Oh my
she's like
God, isn't she the best?
everything goals.
And then I like love her dogs too. My
And her best friend.
And oh
her
yeah,
best
Katie.
friend.
Yeah, Katie's her best
Yes.
friend, who is Luster Lux. She's also a YouTuber, and she came here, and I got to see her at Nick's store in La Cantera because she came here and did a meet and greet. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, so Katie was in San Antonio a few weeks ago, and I was like, oh my God, I wish Desi would have came too. That would have been so cool. It would have been the squad, because that's what they're called. Her
Yes.
Desi and her husband Steven and Katie and her husband John Ye. They're called the squad. I mean, these girls have
Mhm.
over millions of followers, like hundreds and thousands of followers
Wow.
everywhere.
And
Instagram,
Snapchat.
Snap. Oh my God,
They
They Snapchat all the time, and that's probably where I like learned the most about them. But I do go back and watch all of Desi's. Like she just went to the Maybelline. Like this past weekend, she just was at
Hamptons.
the Hamptons and the Maybelline. Oh my God, did you see the Hamptons room that they were in?
Yes.
I wanted to
Yes.
die.
Girl.
I was like, oh my God. I mean, their bathroom was like the size of my entire house. So yeah, so it was very, very cool. So her, and then my other favorite, who is actually, she's another Latina. She's from Texas, but she now lives in Los Angeles, and she is also another huge YouTuber, and her name's Dulce Candy, and I love Dulce. And she's like mom goals. Like she has her son and her husband, and she's like redoing her house right now, and she just shares like all kinds of things. She shares things about how she connects with like her spirituality and things that she does to take care of herself and her workouts and her food and she's pretty cool. So
Cool.
she's pretty awesome. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yes, I just followed Dulce Candy, and so I'm just like super excited to read more about her.
Yeah. Her Snapchat's fun, so follow her on Snap. Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
will.
So what's your must see
Okay.
TV, guys? What's your must see TV, Elisa?
Ooh. My must-see TV is a show called Velvet
Oh.
on
Mm.
Netflix, and it's actually based out of Spain in the 1950s, and it's a love story about the heir to the fashion empire and a beautiful seamstress.
Oh,
But
Oh,
the
cool.
gowns that come out in the show are absolutely amazing, and they inspire me to go find really beautiful threads and silky materials, and just just
It's like
that's definitely my
inspiration.
inspires my caviar rose collection for sure. Like,
Yes. Oh my
so
God, that's
I'm really
cool.
into that show. It's on Netflix. It's called Velvet. I'm in episode 4.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Shout
Okay.
in
out to
Spanish too.
So I'm all about Scandal. I wish I was Olivia Pope.
yeah.
Um,
She's a
that's how I am. I'm like,
she's
I will get
badass.
you, Yes. So
Mhm.
I really like that. And then on Hulu, I love this show called Unreal. And it's based off of
Oh.
The Bachelorette, The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. So
Mhm.
the producer used to be a producer on The Bachelor. She quit and then created the show. So she shows like the behind the
Cool.
scenes. Well, she implies, that this is
Mhm.
what they do. So I really like it. I think it's going on its third season, but I those are my must see TV right
And
now.
yeah, and you love the
Cool.
Bachelor, Bachelorette. Those are your some of your favorites. So this is probably
Oh
good
my
for you.
gosh,
I know you're obsessed with that
yes,
show.
I'm obsessed. I like tweet every Monday, and it's.
Mhm.
I mean, I that's how obsessed I am.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's how I am with Being Mary Jane. Being Mary Jane is my
oh
show
yes,
right
I
now
heard
on
about
B.
that.
Yes, on BT. It's Gabrielle Union. She plays Being Mary Jane. It's probably I think it's like season 5 or 6 right now. Oh, it just started last week, and I love that show. Like I love Mary Jane. She's awesome.
I need
Oh,
to
I need
look
to
her
check
up
that
because
show out.
someone else brought it up.
Yes, that's a good one. Okay, so this is like a fun one. I'm that friend that. What do you guys
Nadia, you
think?
go first, Nadia.
Nadia.
Let me see. I'm that friend that loves to bring people together.
Good.
Oh,
That's
that's
good. Yeah,
cute.
that's
That's a good
Yes.
great.
one.
What about you, Marisa?
Oh, jeez, what am I at? I'm that friend you don't need to have on speakerphone. That's what I am. I'm like, I drop so many f bombs sometimes. It's so funny because my daughter, people will be around my daughter and they'll like say like oh something, they'll say like a curse word and they'll be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And she looks at them, she goes, do you know my mom? Like she drops
Yes.
f bombs all the time, and so it's kind of funny. So I'm like, my kid's used to it, and I mean, that's the funny thing is that she does not curse and she knows like not
She
to
knows
say.
better.
She
She's
knows
super
better. It's just
respectful, sweet. She's such
yeah.
a sweet girl.
She's very sweet and very yeah. It's like and so it's just a part of me. It's so funny because like I'm here in Texas and Elise always tells me, yeah, we know you're not from Texas because we can tell by the way you talk. And I'm like, yeah.
With
So
no tone by it. P.S. By
yeah.
the way,
So
Yes.
that is
That's
so funny.
awesome.
Okay, Lisa, you're that friend that.
I'm that friend that makes you feel proud in your piel.
Oh yes, you do. You so do. You always make
Yes, yes.
That's
everybody
so
feel good.
sweet. Now that's sweet. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I know.
Tears.
Oh, I love you guys. You guys are so sweet.
Vamos a ver. Moving on.
Moving on. One thing I'm loving
You.
right now. What are you loving right now? Anything? Anything out there in the
Oh,
world?
so I'm gonna admit, so I'm trying to be like this health freak, but I have to stop every morning at McDonald's and get their iced coffees. So bad.
Really?
I don't even want to look what's going in there or the calories or anything because they're so good.
That is
Shout out
so
to
funny.
McDonald's for their awesome coffee.
That is so funny. Elisa, what are you loving right now?
Okay, I'm more than loving. I'm obsessing over my Vive Cosmetics lip gloss in
Oh
Luchadora.
my
I
God.
can't get enough of it, dude. I will coordinate my outfit just to wear red. It's
I know.
getting out of
Ooh.
hand.
We need to buy
Oh.
more. I was telling Leslie and Joanna, I'm like, your new collection just came out, and me and Elisa are all over it.
It's kicking.
It is the Nadia. It is the best matte lipstick in the entire world. Like I
Are
had it
you-
on Saturday. I ate chicken wings, y'all. I had chicken wings from Wing Daddy, and it did not come off.
I'm
I was-
gonna order mine right now.
Oh my
No,
God.
honestly, you would not be disappointed. Like, honestly,
Nadia,
I
it's
have
so good.
2 red ones in my cart right now. And my husband's like, no, you need to buy their different colors, not just the red.
I have Spanglish. I bought the color Spanglish because I'm lighter toned. Canela has Luchadora, but I want the cafe con leche, and then there's like another color that just came out that I want.
And we get to talk to him next week, so we're super
Yes, they're
excited
on a
to have
Oh
future
them on
my
the show.
podcast.
gosh, that
Yes.
is so cool.
They're gonna be on a future podcast, so you guys will get to hear from them too. So that'll be fun. What am I
Awesome.
loving right now?
What are you loving?
I
Yeah,
don't
what are you
know
loving?
what I'm loving right now. I'm trying to think.
I think you're kind of loving Despacito a little bit too much. Every
Oh
single
my
time I look at your stories,
God.
Despacito's on there.
Yes, I mean, can you get sick of Despacito though? Really? I mean, it is the
I
hottest song. It's the number one. No, dude, it's the number one song on Billboard. Not Billboard Latino. Billboard. And you have to like.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to give it to like Luis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee for like making the original. Like obviously the original. But when they put Bieber on it, even if you hate Bieber, Justin Bieber made the song better with in getting it noticed in on the Billboard
Mhm.
charts. You know. So I mean, I know there's like a lot of controversy and he is, what he is or whatever, which it's
But
fine.
the song's hot.
But the song is the
Yeah,
bomb,
no,
and
the
I love the song. So yeah, me and my daughter, every
Do
time
you
it comes on, she's like, Mom, can we listen to it again? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, Are you tired of it? I'm like, Heck no.
On the replay.
Do you
Repeat.
do you know the words, Marisa? Or you're like me, you're like Tana Tana Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
you're
girl,
just like
I'm like that because I can't even say all those words real fast, so I'm not even
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not even gonna
Like,
try,
those
girl.
those
That's
are my
more,
two new words right there. Despacito y suavecito. It's like
yeah. Y
really?
poquito,
Mhm.
poquito.
Poquito, poquito, suave, suave, sube, 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 sube. I don't even know, but
I
I'll
know.
continue singing it all day.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so one thing I'm hating right now. What are you guys hating?
The heat
Mm.
está muy caliente. It's too hot. I can't. We try to go to a trail. We like to do outdoorsy stuff, and it's just too hot to have the children out there. And the dogs, forget it. They're like hyperventilating. So yeah, the heat is like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can totally.
You have to do things early in the morning or late in the
Exactly.
evening. Like there's no in between.
I
to it,
agree.
Like around in the summer. Mm-hmm.
I know, and it sucks because it's summer, so it's like we're supposed to be embracing it. The kids are out of school, so it's just a
La
little bit.
manguera. La
Yeah, it's like,
manguera.
thank God we have a manguera. I was gonna say, thank God we have season passes to the Whitney Museum because we go cool off over there and check out dinosaurs, and my kids love to do.
Yeah, I
See,
know.
that's fun.
We have season passes at SeaWorld, and I'm like, I don't even want to go to SeaWorld, man. It's too hot. I'm like, I'll go to SeaWorld when it's October.
That is so funny.
Everybody answered.
The only thing I've been working on my Facebook is trying to find dogs homes. Like my
Oh
friends
my
are
God.
I
finding
didn't know you
dogs.
did that. That is so awesome.
Well, they'll just send me like pictures and they're like, "Can you post it on your Facebook?" I don't know if it's just because people like respond. So right now, the one thing I'm hating right now is just people abandoning their dogs.
I know. That is so sad.
It makes me sad. It's not I don't want to talk about it too much, but if there's any dog that needs a home, just let me know and message me or Girl Talking Matt. We'll try to get him home.
Yeah,
we
definitely.
appreciate you doing that because that's really sweet. I think we need to take care of these creatures in this world, and I think that's really awesome of you. And we definitely, if anybody needs dogs that need to be rehomed,
Or even like foster
Hit
and
us
help
up,
it out.
yeah.
Yeah, foster
Yeah,
for a
definitely.
little bit. That
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so our last little fun question is: do you guys have a guilty pleasure? Like, what's your guilty pleasure?
I'm going last.
That means it's real good.
You can go. You can go first, Marisa.
Yes,
I don't
Marisa,
know
you go first.
I don't know how much of a guilty pleasure this is, but I always get those like looks whenever I say this, so I guess I call it a guilty pleasure. But I keep up with the Kardashians on a regular basis. I can't help it. I follow
That
all
is.
I
I
follow
like what
them,
I like.
all of them. Kendall,
Girl, you just got some
Kylie,
side eye.
Coco. I already felt your all side eye. It's okay, girl. I love me some Kim. Chloe's my favorite. I got my Coco lip gloss in my purse right now because I buy Kylie Cosmetics. And and Rob is my favorite Kardashian. I love all of them, the whole family. So,
Really?
yep.
Well,
Yes.
that's good.
Wow. Well, that definitely is a guilty pleasure, but I think a lot of people would be on your side. So
Yeah,
don't worry.
I know some people
Yeah.
that they watch the Kardashians. They might not want to say it out loud, but you know what? I'm loud and
Yeah.
proud Kardashian lover, so it's okay.
My guilty pleasure, because I do watch The Bachelorette, you'll have to search on Instagram. His name is Peter J. Cross, Kraus.
Ooh.
And he's my man crush Monday every Monday for the last 8 weeks. So he
Going
is,
strong.
Yeah, 8 weeks going strong. Hashtag love at first sight. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, you just have to look him up, and he is goals to the max. Girl.
Hashtag Peter.
Peter for Bachelor. Yeah.
Peter for Bachelor.
So I wanted to also tell y'all that I auditioned for The Bachelorette. So hopefully.
Oh,
That is so cool.
how exciting! Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
Oh my God, we hope we get it.
Yes.
Everybody go tell Bachelorette that Nadia needs to be the next Bachelorette.
Oh,
Oh
our
my
contestant.
gosh,
A
that's so
contestant,
awesome.
yeah,
So when
so
will
that-
you hear about it?
Well, we don't know. I sent in my video. They got it July 10th.
So you
They
want to be like
closed.
a contestant on The Bachelor for Peter?
Yeah, for Peter.
Oh, okay, okay, I get it. Ooh. Oh, I hope they
Yes,
You're
pick
on
and
it,
you.
girl.
yes, and I'll tell y'all what I'm gonna say, but I'll tell y'all in private because it's
Okay.
very San Antonio y very Mexicana. Entonces,
Okay. Yeah, we'll keep that on the
it's so
DL for a minute.
exciting. Yes. So hopefully
Okay.
I get a call back and we'll see.
Oh my God, we're totally rooting for you. Okay,
Yes,
Lisa,
we're totally rooting for you.
what
Okay,
you
my
Yay.
guilty pleasure. My guilty pleasure is Cardi B Money Moves. Her new album is freaking sick, guys. And I didn't know who she was or anything before reality TV. I don't have cable in my home. We find other sources of entertainment to entertain ourselves. I didn't know who she was. And like, I got so into her and I'm just like, oh my God, this girl's like speaking like her truth. And I know it's in rap form, but to me, that's like a form of female expression. And
that's
I
all I
embrace
know,
it,
girl. I grew
you
up on
know,
rap
and she's
music.
being truthful. And if you listen to the lyrics, they've got a lot of heat on them, but there's so much truth into it. And I
Mhm.
love her vibe. I love her red hair. Definitely, Budak Yellow is on repeat on my YouTube channel, and that's my guilty pleasure. Every morning I put it up, and then I get my grind on.
That's so funny. I know Mina Lisa's thing is like, okay, we need to get ready for the day. We put on our trap music and we go.
I will say you must introduce me to some trap because
Yes.
my best friend is like so obsessed. Like she comes up with like these like words like blow up, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
She's like, like they're better looking than they were, and I'm like, oh, dictionary, glow up. Okay, add it.
Glow up, got it.
Yes,
Got it.
you
I'm
know.
learning. I'm learning. That is so funny. No, yeah, and I grew up on hip hop and R&B and B and rap music. I'm from Detroit. It's called Motown. That's where like Michael Jackson came from and the music of the Jackson 5 and then all the rap music. Like my first concert
Eminem.
was no. No, I'm a lot older than that girl. My first concert was Public Enemy, girl. Public Enemy and Heavy D and the
Yeah,
Boys.
yeah.
Shout out Chuck D. But yeah, that was my first concert, and I did see Eminem and the whole Up in Smoke tour, which was also great.
Oh
But
my gosh.
it was like Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, Eminem, Snoop
Mhm.
Dogg. Oh
See,
my
like
God,
78 concerts. Like she vividly remembers each of one of
I
them. You know,
cannot.
she's not lying.
And that's why I just took my daughter to a concert just this past weekend. She went to go see Shawn Mendes on Friday night here in San Antonio, and she cried. And I was like, I felt that. I've cried so many times at Nuke is on the Block concerts. Every time I see Jordan, I cry. And I know what that feels like. And that's what's so funny is because music is connection. Like you're at least connecting to her music, and there's all these different artists that we connect to, and I'm so glad for those memories, and I'm glad I'm letting my daughter build some memories with some of her favorite artists because I want her to grow up still loving music and artistry and all that kind of thing. So
That's so beautiful.
yeah, so it
That
was
is so cool.
very, very fun. So thank you, Nadia, for being on this
I know.
podcast with us.
Thank you
We are
so much.
so excited. And guys, please send in your questions to Nadia. We will have a post up that you can either direct message us or however you want to do it. Tweet us. You can
Yes.
tweet us questions, but Nadia will be answering questions the next time she's on. So,
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm so happy to be a part of this, and thank you, girls, for having me.
yay! Yep.
And thank you for kicking it with Las Girls Talking Much. We'll
Of
see you soon,
course.
Nadia.
See you
Okay.
soon. Bye, ladies.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. We'll see you later.